percent of our offense for 12 innings.
Whammo,
we weren't in. We had 2 men on base almost every inning. We just couldn't get the hit.
Excellent game. Really an unbelievable game.
Shades of pitching by Hurdle. It reminds you of Hurdle pitching, Dave?
Whammo, the last time, Whammo, it must have been
AZ was on. I'm telling you, AZ Cohen was on this week, and Ike Mavora matched him pitch for pitch.
Well, look, you got 2 quality pitchers. They're 2 of the more premier pitchers in the league, even though the league has a lot of good pitchers. And look, when both of them are on, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have a lot of shutting down of offense. Good pitching is going to, that's on, is going to shut down good offense. So, you know, it sounds like it was a real nail biter.
Whammo, it must be a proof of the pitching, because the last time you went 2 for 7 on a Sunday was in 1987. We just pulled up the record. You haven't gone 2 for 7 since 1987.
No,
really must say something about the pitching.
Well, no, that's because from 87 until just last year, he's the one who entered in all the stats.
I love you.
All right, Whammo, thanks for calling in. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you later, Whammo.
Days of lethal weapon.
Days of lethal weapon. I think that was Ike Mal was the pitcher?
No, Mavora.
No, Mavora.
All right, take care, Whammo.
Black Magic.
Oh, okay. We got a message coming in on the message board here from David Farka, who is simultaneously watching the BKS show and the Ranger game on TiVo.
Which is BS, Dave. You can't watch Ranger games on TiVo. It's not accepted. I don't like it.
So he says, watching Ranger game on TiVo, tell the team that they could cancel my stats for all I care. I had 6 runs, which means me getting on base helped our team produce. So I think that David's conceding to the fact that his 6 hits were soft.
You're missing something.
Yeah, he wants to.
Does not care about his stats.
Yeah, I'm missing something, yeah.
Somebody's nose is growing at this moment.
Nah, he just wanted to let us know about the 6 runs.
Another way of throwing it.
He was like, Kamal. Remember, Kamal last week came on, he's like, yeah, I'm batting 680, but I had 9 runs scored.
Sorry we missed to mention about the 6 runs. You're right.
Alright, so that's a good game, EOM versus No Deal. Let's go on to the game of the week, which I think that it did live up to that name. Deal Breakers against X Factor. Entering the game, Deal Breakers, an undefeated 6-0 behind the masterful pitching of Nathan Batesh.
Who?
Nathan Batesh.
Heard of him.
Thanks after his mother.
And it was just a great all-out game that we have 2 members of the game, David Catton and Louis Batesh, to walk us through this game. What happened out there?
Well, we won the first game.
Thanks for the insight, Lou.
You call for 12 innings?
The truth is, I'll give you a little insight on the game. Like, we said about the last game that it was really some great pitching that was going on. I'll tell you, Nathan started off, I always liked to hit Nathan. He threw me nice outside part of the plate. I take it to right field. I've had a lot of hits off him. I probably had a good batting average off of Nathan.
Well, look, we have...
the kid was on. He was on. He was throwing great pitches. He was locating. He had nice speed. He had nice movement. He was getting ahead on his batters, and he was really shutting us down. We were splattering some hits there, here and there. But I mean, when you got it, and then on the other side, Eddie Elbaz was pitching nicely. Typical Eddie Elbaz, no walks, locating his pitches, changing speeds a little bit, moving in and out, keeping the hitters off balance. I mean, when you have a game that's going down to, it was 2-1 yours towards the in the bottom of the 7th when we were batting. When we came up with
top of the 7th.
Top of the 7th was top of the 7th. Top of the 7th, we were batting, and who comes through with the clutch? And we have the bottom of the order up, numbers 9 and 10. Joey Setton gets on base.
Joey Setton?
Joey Setton. He was catching.
Save.
Oh, got it.
Okay. And then who comes up with 2 outs with a base hit? And it's only a base hit because he can't really make it past first base. Was Eddie himself, scores in the tying run, 2-2. And then the pitching shut down. We ended up in a 12-inning game. 12-inning game at 2-2. Nathan was pitching great. Eddie was pitching great. Both, and it wasn't just shut down. No hits, no base runners. Both teams would have base runners, singles, doubles. We had runners in scoring position, and then pitches went and shut down things. The game was a very well played game. I don't know, were there any errors in the game?
There were errors, but it was a very well played game, very tight game. In extra innings, basically every inning, so each team had men on base, if not multiple men on base, and there was always a good play to be made to get out of the inning.
Right.
Bottom of the 12th inning, we get a man on first. I don't remember who's the Schoenfeld, is that his name?
Schoenholt. Glad to see that you know your teammates. Lewis,
Schoenweiss.
real team player.
Schoenweiss.
I just call him Schoen. And
Show.
gets on base.
He can't get past 2 syllables. He has a problem with that.
Moko gets up, hits a game-winning triple.
Wow,
to drive it in.
tremendous.
He creamed the ball.
Oh.
Creamed the ball.
We got a caller here.
Over Joe S. in center field. And Joe
Hold
S.
on, Dave. I'm
tracked
sorry.
down the
Hold
ball.
on a
Go ahead.
second. Hello.
You're on with BKS.
You're up.
Hey, Steven from Brooklyn.
Who?
Steven from Brooklyn.
Steven from Brooklyn.
I'm sorry. Are there more than one Stevens in all of Brooklyn?
Well, I'm also known as
That
Taylor
dude,
and Fidel Castro and Steelweek.
Is this the duty himself?
Oh, so it's Dealing. This is the guy who posts to the guest book. I think it's Stephen Duty
Duty
Rudy,
Rudy.
a former member of the American Idol cast.
That's right.
You were actually voted off last night.
You guys have a good time.
Condolences for getting voted off.
I just wanted to say one thing. First of all, if you
That's two things. Next.
of players of the week, there's a bit of a trend going on here. It seems to be the starting pitcher versus EOM, who is player of the week after week. That's whether it's Pete or it's Azer. This week it was Nagora.
So wait, just to clarify,
So-
Rudy,
so Rudy, wait one second.
Let's get the phone here. Rudy, just to clarify, it seems like you're saying that the pitcher that faces EOM is always the player of the week?
That has been the trend for the last 3 weeks.
So I'm pitching next
And
week.
It probably will continue.
You hang it up on him?
EOM will probably not be able to do much against Nathan Bassett next week.
Well,
That
but
being said, now hold
Who
on
said
to your seats,
Navarro's
everybody.
player
That
of the
being said,
She's got something breaking
I'd
news.
like to point out to the entire week that EOM has never had a complete lineup on any given week. Week 1 we were missing Jamie, week 2 we were missing Ralph Nassar, week 3 we were missing Michael Cohen and Ralph Nassar, and week 4 we were missing Jamie.
Well, get rid of Jamie and Ralph Nassar then. They never show up.
And we will be something to be reckoned with in the playoffs.
Sorry, let's just go back. We're gonna do the TiVo 7-second back. Say that again, Rudy.
One more time. EOM has never had...
No, not that whole thing. We got that part. Just talk about you making it to the playoffs.
EOM will be in the playoffs, and we will be a team to be reckoned with. We have solid defense. We have the best pitcher in the league.
Okay.
We will be there. That is the Rudy
Okay.
guarantee.
Rudy, honestly, we didn't do a good job of screening the calls for this one. Hopefully next week you'll have better things to talk about.
We are dangerous and angry.
All right, Rudy, we gotta go. We're hanging up on you here. This is enough. Goodbye, Stephen Rudy.
That was your first guarantee and first ludicrous phone call of the BKS live showing. Rudy guaranteeing that EOM's going to make the playoffs. It's not far-fetched because they are only one game out, so it's not a crazy.
Right.
It's just to be giving the kids some credit. It's not a crazy
Don't give
guarantee.
Rudy any
No, it's not a crazy guarantee that he has here. But let me tell you what Rudy's saying is that he thinks just because Jamie wasn't there for 1 week is why they didn't win this week. Rudy, you got a lot more problems with Jamie not
And
coming.
how about the first part about the bias that the player of the week is always got someone who's opposing their team?
Call Al Sharpton.
You know why?
They won one game, so obviously the other team swept against them.
Exactly.
So somebody must have had a big day.
Right.
So then he would stand to reason that that's a person who's going to be the player of the week.
Or we should go
But
against.
no, maybe that's a little bit too much.
Maybe it's not fair to give that guy the player of the week anymore. It's just,
It's not fair.
it's just gonna be evident. It's not nice. It's not nice.
So that was it for the games this week. A lot going on. We had 2 splits and a sweep. The standings are really
Wait,
shaking up.
let's talk for a second.
Yeah, I want to talk about
Game
about
two.
game 2. I'm sorry.
Game
I'm
two.
sorry.
We lost.
Huh?
That's it.
You lost, you won.
We won.
So that was the first loss for deal breakers on the year.
But
Let me
also
go-
another
let me go-
game two
Why-
was
Oh,
also a
one
great game.
second, Cat. You got it. 4 yours.
Game 2 was also a great game. We had more runs scored, but I will say this.
Eddie Albaz left in the middle of the game.
Eddie Albaz left, something pulled